Doc Jean and welcome to Dental Life. Now on this video it's very exciting because is it really true that money is the root of all evil? That money is the reason why you shouldn't focus on your life on money, and that it is wrong, that it causes a lot of problems if your mindset and attitude and you're using your skills and talent just to earn money. Now, as I mentioned before, mga dokis, if you have watched my previous videos, the manipulation, why it is sometimes good in our dental life, is because of the difference of intention. Now, again, we have to put the proper perspective in terms of money. Now, I will share something to you, mga dokis, na nangyari sa akin recently. You know, I'm a part of a certain organization in order to lecture. And when I was invited to attend this meeting, I thought in my head that we will be discussing how to improve, how we teach, how we generously share our talents and our skills and techniques to the, to the dockies that are practicing in our country. And after some, there was a lecture, and it is all about what is our responsibility as a speaker and as a lecturer in order to deliver, properly, submit those things, and kayo mga dockies will be able to earn a CPD, or for other dockies, CE points, and be able for the dockies to earn these points, and in return, be able to submit to renew their license. Now, again, there are so many wrong things on that statement, because for me, yes, these CE points and CPD points are created not for you to just attend a lecture or a training to earn it, but my understanding is correct. It is created in order to enforce a lot of professionals, including dockies or dentists, to continually study, because all techniques, training, materials, they get developed in due course and in time. It changes all the time. The principles that we think is right now may not be right 5 or 10 years from now. And this is why it becomes very important that we continually study and learn from speakers like myself about what is happening or currently happening in our dental life. Now, unfortunately, during that time, I was in the mindset that I was previously had a meeting with a medical doctor who I was totally surprised that in order to hire this doctor to do the training in facial aesthetics, the payment is 60,000 or 120,000 per session per person. That's how expensive it is. And I recently learned that a lot of medical speakers or lecturers are being paid between 16 to 25,000 per hour minimum. And so I felt that for the longest time, for the 28 plus years I've been teaching or doing lectures, I have actually done it as a charity work, because locally I did not really expect to get paid, and it was my way of giving back to the dockies who made me where I am today. Okay, but after listening to those things, I was in a thought that maybe this is about time, because you have so many requirements for a speaker to do these things. Maybe it's about time that you try to really show your appreciation if you are going to demand from the speaker that what they are going to teach is something that is not product presentation or something that is new and not a review of what you've learned in college or what you've learned recently or whatever. And you are expecting so high, and yet you are expecting all these people who are spending money to study more so that they can teach more, sacrificing their time in order to create these beautiful lectures that you expect to have and learn from. Okay, and third is that you are expecting them to do all these requirements in order that these dockies will be able to, earn CPD. And so when I raised the issue of honorarium, some of the people there is like, they got so shocked, and they felt that, how dare am I to raise that issue? Because this is supposedly service, that if you don't like it, then don't do it. And that you are, as a good person, you have to give back, and that God will be able to provide you the blessings because you are giving this. Now, I have nothing against those premise, but here is why I got a little bit irk, okay? And why I disagree in all of those things. One is that if you are asking so much from that person, you better make sure that that person is compensated. And that's what we also expect from our patients. Why we get offended when we do everything at the top of our skills, talents, proper mindset, good attitude, and we use our resources. We expect that our patient will pay us in accordance to the value that we provided. And that is the same thing for the speakers. Second, I studied dentistry, not priesthood. I did not go and become a nun or a priest so that I can say, okay, I will give my services for free. Third, I am sorry, but this is the reality. Majority of the people who are teaching, they are allowing this kind of payments because one, either they really want to share and generously share their knowledge, or most of the time, at yan mga dokis, wag na tayong mag-BS. Majority of the time is one, they are selling a product to you. Second, they are selling a course to you. Third, they are selling themselves so that you will refer patients to them. And that's why they couldn't care less if they get paid at that price. So, let's stop, saying that it is about service and this is blessing. And you know what, mga dokis, anything that we do is actually very rare that there is a selfless act. Because even the point of giving charity, what is the benefit to the one giving charity is feeling good about themselves. Now, you may not agree with me, but that is, for me, my own opinion. And for me, this price focus and this wrong way of thinking what real service is in our dental life, for me, it has to change. That is my opinion and why I am doing this. Because one, we deserve to get paid. Our parents invested so much of their money, time, and work and effort in order for us to become a dentist. We also invested our time, our effort, our own money to have a dental practice. And in order to deliver all these services, we need to invest our time, money, and effort to be able to reach the expectation of your patient, which you can watch on the other video, what is the main cause why your treatment fails. See? And I hope, mga dokis, you will give us due respect dun sa mga nagle-lecture talaga na ang nanggagaling sila sa place wherein they really wanna teach you something new, or they really wanna teach you that is going to transform you from this state to this state. Because information is free. You can just Google it. This information is already free and given to you freely. But when you require people to deliver a service and to teach you something with essence and request them to provide the requirements, doctors will also benefit from CPD and CE, then give us the respect to be paid well. That's my opinion. And that is the same thing in our dental practice. We often complain and say, oh, our patient, they are willing to buy, this expensive mobile phones, expensive and branded bags, wear expensive clothes, spends on other things, except they are trying to save money and be thrifty when it comes to their health, when it comes to their oral health. And why we get sometimes, offended when they try to negotiate the price. Now, as I've said, this has to totally change. And the change has to come first from us. Until we value what we do and what we can provide to our patients, then nobody is going to value you. It has to come from yourself. And I've shared that in my own dental life, that you can also watch on the other video, that I realized that people will treat you the way they perceive you to be, or what they see in you. So if you do not have respect for yourself as a dentist, then how can you expect your patient to respect you? If you price your treatment like a giveaway, or like putting it at the price in the market, like the 30%, 50% off, to the point that there's no more value in what you are giving, then how can you expect a market that will actually be willing to pay for the experience of having you as their dentist? So, yan mga dokis. Kaya ko kininto sa inyo yung na-experience ko sa isang organization, not because nangangaway ako sa kanila o nang-iintriga ako, but because I'm raising the question that if that is our mindset and that is our attitude to our own colleagues who are working so hard in order to deliver their lectures properly and be able to share what they know and learned and invested on to other doctors so that they can have a good dental life, then what do you expect from your patients? That is something to think about, isn't it? Now, sa akin mga dokis, as I've said, I wrote a book during the darkest times of my life because it became a therapy for me at that time, and I had it copyrighted, and instead of publishing it, I would prefer to develop it as a program in 3 parts, and this will allow any stages of dental life to understand how they can use the formula of SMART and how they can maximize it to really achieve their goal in life. And as I've said, if you value the information that I'm giving you, or the opportunity for you to transform from wherever you are right now into the one that you envision 5 to 10 years from now, or even shorter, then that investment will have value, or it will be priceless, isn't it? Because if somebody gives me an opportunity to learn and to transform myself better than who I am right now, I will be willing to invest on it. And the reason I can teach you, mga dokis, is because I keep on investing on myself in learning and training from other people. And I don't mind paying good bucks if I will get what I expected to get and transform myself into someone. Now, however, mga dokis, just like the patient, just like when you are a student, just like me as a teacher, all of these things will not be successful, and nothing will happen if both parties are not doing their share of implementation or action. Yan mga dokis, kung bakit ang price should not be an issue. We should consider price as part of a factor in order to make our service affordable, yes. But we shouldn't cheapen ourselves, and we should respect other services that we pay for so that we can become a good dentist, or even a great one, to have a sustainable and successful dental life. So, mga Dokies, if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. But the most important part for me, mga Dokies, is your feedback and comments below. Please let me know if you agree or disagree with what I said on this video. If you feel that, ang dentistry is like being a priest, that it's charity and we should give it for free or cheaper, okay? And what is really your opinion when it comes to making price as our marketing come on for patient to visit our clinic? Now, I am looking forward in seeing your comments below. And for those Dokies who continuously support Dental Life, maraming salamat. I truly appreciate it. And if you do participate in the comments, mas nakakataba para sa akin. And so, as I've said, you can have a course and, improve your skills. And of course, I would like to invite you all at the DMB Center to check out our skills training in facial aesthetics and in marketing. And hopefully, you will be able to attend the Smart Management Dental Life Program Part 1 that I will be launching soon. Always stay safe and be healthy. Bye!